The Webm version is so much better, higher quality. Aw, it looks so much better. You guys can't tell because there's compression, but he's glorious. Faded Holy
Crusader Balder. On the battlefield, I strive to stay worthy to his name.
The Faded Holy Knight. His sword looks exceptionally big. And I'm talking about...
His kit is disgusting.
His kit is disgusting. We'll talk about it later. But that sword looks so good in his hands. And his hair, man.
Of course.
There's something about like that spiky haircut. 4 space movement thanks to his special. He looks so epic.
There is nothing to fear.
This is the most glorious looking hero. Easy. I also like how this is with Arvis. Air. Duma. Those are so out of date at this point. Thrasher's still good, but not great anymore. Celica, great legendary, but not very useful. Eleonora! Prom is back. Maribellis is here. Selena. Selena's really, really good. Luna. Asbel. Saros. Wait. Saros has been here many times now. This starts on the 28th and ends on May 7th. Cool, cool. All right, chat. So that was not my first reaction. So I know I'm going to title the video and everything as first reaction, but that was not my first reaction because this was already in the Feh channel. Sorry for interrupting him a bit, but he looks so cool. Man, his hairstyle. His hairstyle. There's something about a hairstyle like that. It's not super long, but like it's so stylized. I love it.
I mean,
super
can he
cool.
even die? Well,
let's go over this. His damage reduction is immaculate. Grant George is his voice actor. Great voice. Suzuki. The artist has already done art before, so biggest one being Eldigan, Resplendent Eldigan. Anyways, let's go over our newest legendary. Actually, one moment. Look at that sword. Look at him with his son. It is, man, that sword. It looks bigger in his hands than it does for Seliph. That's for sure. Glorious. All right. Cav. Sword Cav. Wind Blessing. Wind Legendary. He has Hollow Tirefing. Special trigger cooldown count -1 at start of combat if foe's HP is over 75%, which is basically all the time. Unless you use Savage Blow for some reason, you're not going to do that. Grants attack speed, defense, rust +5 to unit during combat, plus 20 stats, basically free. Nice. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Nice. Unless they have null follow-up, that's basically going to be really detrimental on them. Unless they have Wary as well, but then it becomes a speed check. But because he adds +5 to all stats, he might actually be able to like still double on the slow armor heroes. Additionally, and also, if unit initiates combat or if foe's range equals 2, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 40%, which is interesting because if they have like range equals 2, if they have something like close counter, right, or close foil, doesn't matter. Damage is reduced. And if they attack into him, damage is reduced. But more importantly, if unit initiates combat, damage is reduced by 40%. It's really hard to deal with that. 40% damage reduction on a hero with that's that min-maxed, right? To have that low speed and that high defense and that high res and all the extra stats on top of that with damage reduction on top of that is kind of obnoxious. It's just gonna make it really hard to deal with him. He's really good. I'm so surprised that he is our legendary, and not just that, but like they made him exceptional, truly exceptional. Like if you guys had to rank him in terms of all legendary heroes thus far, where would he be? Because I don't think it's disputable that he's top 5. I really don't. Like, who would you even really put above him? And you could argue heroes like Legendary Dimitri could be in top 5 as well. I get it. But this guy provides such great utility, is incredibly scary, heavily min-maxed, has fantastic fodder, damage reduction, and of course, the utility that he provides with the extra movement space, nobody else has that. S tier fodder. Like, I think he's legitimately like at the top end of legendary heroes. Top 5 easily. All right. Anyways, Holy Knight Aura. At start of turn, unit can move 1 extra space. It's a 4 movement cav. That's incredible. That turn only does not stack, but it triggers every start of the turn, so
Four
it
spaces
doesn't matter.
can actually break our defenses.
It does. It actually does break AR defenses, because if he rushes straight down, attacks something, and then triggers Holy Knight Aura, boosts special damage by 25% of units attack. So it's basically Draconic Aura. Draconic Aura is 30%. 30% versus 25% for one less cooldown is absolutely worth it.
Every version of Sigurd has ended up being really good. It just took a while for his base form to get that good.
His base form was actually already really impressive, because his base form was the first Cav hero to have 162 BST. Really, he was the highest BST Cav hero for the longest time. And of course, once he got his refine, even better. So yeah, all Sigurds have been really good. So if there's ever been like a sign of respect given to a certain hero, it's definitely been on Sigurd. Anyways, after combat, if unit special trigger, it grants attack +6 to unit and all allies for 1 turn, which is just stupid. That's attack +6 as well. Why does he even need that? But cool. More importantly, unit and all allies can move 1 extra space. This literally breaks Ether Raid's defenses, because if he gets Holy Knight Aura off, now you have ranged heroes, say like Legendary Leaf, which is a really scary one to get hit by, because that's a brave bow. All sorts of heroes. Bernadetta is a good one as well. Winter Bernadetta is, of course, another good one. Selena, who's on this banner, is another good one. All those heroes, if they get 1 extra movement space, they're going to kill somebody. They already reach so far away. If Holy Knight Aura manages trigger in any battle, you're in so much trouble. And it's not just from the respect of at the beginning of the battle. At any point, if Holy Knight Aura triggers, 1 extra movement on your entire enemy team will allow them to reach and just go around a lot of your heroes and target the weaker heroes. You're gonna struggle to like hide any heroes once Holy Knight Aura triggers. That is just stupid. And the attack +6 is just a nice extra bonus. But yeah, it's ridiculous. 1 extra movement for himself at all times, and then if once it triggers, 1 additional movement and 6 spaces for his allies, and of course 25% damage. It's a stupendously good special. I think in terms of the entire game, in terms of a mixture of utility and damage dealing, there's nothing better. The only other thing was like Hero's Blood.
Also, as an aside, it's interesting to note that while Virtuous Tierfing was a completely different effect from Sunless Tierfing, Hallowed Tierfing is a strictly better Divine Tierfing working on all range targets, not just tomes.
Yeah, it is. It is the best Tierfing. Now, it doesn't have Miracle in it, but that's the only thing it doesn't have. And yes, working all range targets, not just tomes, is a big one, because that was the issue with the last Tierfing. It was just against magical heroes. Anyways, it's just amazing. He also comes with attack defense catch, which is just fantastic fodder. At start of combat, if foe's HP is 100% or penalty is active on foe, grants attack defense +7 to unit during combat, which is amazing, because I don't think you're gonna run Savage Blow with him. And as long as you don't do that, attack defense +7 is guaranteed. And because it's also over 75% HP, Hallowed Tierfing is also gonna trigger. So it's just stupid. And the penalty that he generates is gonna be through Fatal Smoke, which, yeah, that's dumb. He gets to put a really good penalty on his opponents anyways. So it's kind of counterintuitive, because I don't think he needs Fatal Smoke at all. Chat, do you think he needs Fatal Smoke? It's just a really gratuitous, expensive C-slot skill that he really doesn't make great use of. But why not? Just give it to him anyways. But yeah, he makes use of it, of course, through the penalty aspect, but he could have just as easily used something else. Of course, Pulse Smoke, it wouldn't make sense, but Panic Smoke would make sense. It's just, I think they threw in Fatal Smoke for the heck of it. But yeah. I think it's better on range heroes, and because if they can't heal back up to over 75%, his Hallowed Tierfing doesn't work anyway, so I think it's a bit counterintuitive in some respects. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. It's just a really nice C skill, so just give it to him. Anyways, if penalty and 100% are on opponent, attack defense +2 additionally. So attack defense +9 pretty easily. Fatal Smoke's probably to reference his death. Oh, no, I don't believe that. Though with that said, the 2 heroes that have Fatal Smoke thus far are both characters with... Wait, that's a spoiler, you dum-dum. You shouldn't be saying that. Fatal Smoke thus far have been on 2 characters who are probably pretty tragic, huh? Anyways, Crusader's Ward is still there. So Hull's Tearfing will take the first hit, whereas Crusader's Ward will take the second hit. So if unit receives consecutive damage, attacks and foes range equals 2, reduce damage from foe's second attack onwards by 8%. So Crusader's Ward and Hull's Tearfing. So if at range, 40% damage reduction on the first shot, 80% on the second shot. He's actually kind of annoying to deal with. And yeah, Hull Tearfing, by reducing damage from the first attack by 40%, he attacks, they attack, and then he attacks, and they should be dead. So there's no follow-up attack. So 40% is more than enough. Anyways, as a whole, this hero is ridiculous. All stats +5, and then attack defense catch can give you attack defense +9. Holy Knight Aura is really, really good and give you another 6 attack, extra movement for yourself, 25% damage boost, and extra movement for your allies pretty easily. He also has Crusader War, which makes him resistant against ranged heroes really, really well. And Fatal Smoke, because why the heck not? This is one of the best legendaries in the game. It's not even close. Attack +14, speed +5, attack plus defense +14, res +5. Only taking 18 damage despite the fact that he has a disadvantage in that situation. Stupidly good. Alright, Sigurd has 41 HP, 57 attack, 23 speed, 37 defense, and 26 res. I believe Hull Tearfing doesn't add any stats, so those are his actual stats when fully equipped. Actually, no, that's not true. I keep forgetting this. He's paired up right now, isn't he? Is he? Actually, I don't think he's... No, he's not paired up. Those are his actual stats. Yeah. So, heavily min-maxed. I like heroes like him, right? That are heavily min-maxed. 23 speed is really, really low, but with Hull Tearfing, that's actually enough to hit 28, which is enough against some of the slower armor heroes, i.e. like Edelgard or something, just in case they can somehow block him. Block him from doubling, he might be able to outspeed them anyways. 41 HP is respectable. 57 attack is nice, especially with Hull Tearfing and his A slot. He can hit really, really friggin' hard. Actually, ridiculously hard. Actually, that's +7 to +9. So 57 +5 is 62. He can hit 69 pretty easily, if not 71. That's really good. And of course, 37 defense is respectable, but Hull Tearfing adds 5, and his A slot can add up to 9. So that's all of a sudden, you know, 14 extra. He can hit 51, realistically. And then res of 26 becomes 31, and because of damage reductions, that's not such a big deal. So this is exactly the kind of character I really like. But yeah, this is a really good character. Now, unlike Sigurd, unlike Sigurd, Self is a lot more defensive. Sigurd's supposed to be used offensively, but I think in general modes, you would want the offensive hero instead of the defensive hero. So I like that a lot better. In terms of the rest of the banner, it's a strong banner, I would say. A lot of good fodder heroes. Saros, obviously, with Mirror Impact and Dragon Wall, great fodder. Maribel's is not great fodder, but just a great Ether Rates defense hero. Great refresher, passive debuffs, Fortress defense res fodder if you want it. Thrasher is, of course, really good as well, but I don't think Thrasher needs any explanation. Also effective against dragons, which is cool. Air and Duma, I'm not going to say anything about. I think you guys already know how they are. Mystic boost on one. The other one doesn't really offer you anything aside from being a capital nowadays, but cool. Bolt Fighter at least. Asbel. Asbel's a really good green mage, but honestly, because how good Lewin is, I wouldn't suggest him nowadays. And let's see. Eleonora is really, really good. If you get a attack speed ideal from Luis, Eleonora is probably one of your best options for it. I love Eleonora. If she outspeeds her opponent, they can't counterattack, so it just turns into fire sweep. But if they attack into her, she can still counterattack, so it's pretty good. Legendary Chrom needs no explanation, effective against armors, and is stupid. There you go. Selena is really, really good. She has null follow-up, half a null follow-up in her weapon, so she can use wind sweep and not get counterattacked. Really good Cavalry Hero. And of course, Legendary Lona is a really good Cavalry Hero as well. Attack Res level 4 is really nice, but more about using her, I would say. As a whole, I think the banner is a really solid banner. What is it? I would give it... What would you guys give it out of 10? I think 8.5 out of 10. If not 9. I think it's really close to a really top tier. Like, it's a really good banner, but I think characters like Duma just kind of really slow it down. I think Carlos is just kind of weak on this banner, that's all. Eleonora's really cool, but you don't really need her. Air has been around forever. Duma's blah. So colorless is just really not good. Reds I really like because Lilna is so stupid in a cav line, and she's also a really good legendary hero. Obviously, Sigurd is really good offensively, heavily min-max, can help out Ether Raid's defense teams. Of course, is incredibly good for Legion's battles thanks to the extra movement. And Mirabellis, I really respect in terms of Ether Raid's defense hero. Blue, of course, is really strong because that's Saros, Chrom, and Selena. Those are all really good units. So I have it as red first, blue second by a little bit, just behind by a little bit. I think greens are pretty good as well. Asbel's really good, Celica's really good, Thrasher's really good, but they're all just top tier offensive green mages, nothing too special. So I think 8.5 out of 10 is pretty fair. I think green could have been better. Green's just meh, but colorless is just really whatever. So overall, I think red really good, blue really good, but green meh, and colorless overall. Yeah, I think 8.5 out of 10 is fitting. Anyways, that is your banner. Let me know if you guys are going to poll. I am not polling. I think Self will be really, really nice to have and really fun to use, but I'm going to have no orbs because I got to commit my orbs to Edelgard. I'm trying to make a +10 Brave Edelgard, and with the Sewell tickets on her right now, with Hero Fest right now, this is the best time to try and get her. Not to mention, she'll be coming back on another banner where you can spark for her. So +10 Edelgard with Savior skills one day in the future, it's going to make a lot of difference for me. So I'm thinking long term with a +10 hero. So that's the reason why I'm not going for it. If I did have the orbs to spare, I would probably go for it just because I feel like he's going to be one of the more fun heroes to use in the game. And I think he can make some busted Ether Raids defense teams just because of the extra movement on him. But yeah, heavily min-max. If he's not going up against a hero that can have Nalfalp or Wary, he's going to be really obnoxious. But yeah, Sigurd's incredible. And the rest of the banner is not bad at all as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think it's overall just a fine banner. It's good. It's really good.